Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know if anybody hasn't been able to hear me. So we're going to be playing through Phase 1 of the Dark Side Territory battles. I don't know how much I was missing there. My apologies. Technical difficulties with my microphone here. So the first time Imperial Retaliation came through, it just wasn't very good, really. I mean, let's face it. There were a lot of... Yeah, sorry. Now I'm seeing chat. So any rate, yeah. So the first time Imperial Retaliation came around, they really just kind of screwed the pooch. They didn't really tune the difficulty, I feel, very appropriately, and so it just it just felt bad. So we're gonna play through hopefully the new and improved uh, Imperial Retaliation and see if it's any better. Right now, I've got some Galactic War. Gotta burn through this Galactic War before the end of the day here. What's up, guys? JG, what's up, man? Glad you guys could join me. Probably not going to have a big crowd since, this is my first live stream in a very long time as far as Galaxy of Heroes goes. And I'm looking forward to hopefully doing this on at least a weekly basis. That's my goal, is to probably do a few live streams a week if I can. At a minimum, I want to try and do one live stream. I just haven't had a whole lot of time to really do a whole lot of video editing, and so I worked with a few of the other game changers. They got me hooked up with a good website to kind of set up my live stream setup here that I've got on the screen. So I think this will be a more reliable means for me to interact with you guys, get some content out, and kind of just get something out there so that you guys can watch and hopefully learn something about the game. Yeah. Thanks, Chrome. Yeah, I try to keep things as high quality as possible, because when I just throw out random stuff, it generally doesn't turn out that great. And I mean, let's face it, a 5-minute video that's real informative is a lot better than 15 10-minute videos that don't tell you squat. So with that, I think we're going to finish up this battle real quick and then just jump right into Imperial Retaliation. So, hey, Fat Zookeeper's over in Australia. How you doing, mate? That was a terrible impression. I'm sorry. My accents are not that great. But at any rate, how's the weather down there in Australia? I know you guys are in the middle of the summer, so I'll bet that's pretty nice. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, posting a 0 for the win. Rank 34, full furnace. Yeah. Who says posting zeros is never beneficial? I almost seem to get better rewards when I post a 0 instead of actually participating in raids. Like, I got like 2nd place or 3rd place in one of my recent Rancor raids, and yeah, I think I got salvage, just a bunch of salvage that I didn't need because I have like 380 security scanners. But at any rate, so actually, let me go ahead and post my link to my live stream in my guild Discord chat real quick. All right, one sec, guys. Bum, bum, bum. Maybe we'll get them to post some fun chat in my in guild chat here, so that'll be fun. All right, so let's jump into the top territory. We've got our dark side. We've got dark side. There's guild chat. Jump down here. This I think is no. Okay, all dark side. And this one is our empire. Vader only is required here. So let's go. I like Tarkin. Tarkin is one of my favorite characters. We're going to save Emperor Palpatine for my Sith squad. We're going to save Veers for my Trooper squad. Let's use Royal Guard. We'll use TIE Fighter Pilot. And I gotta use Empire, so let's go ahead and just... Thrawn is gonna be mega overkill on this. I suppose I could use my Gear 8 Imperial Probe Droid. Let's go ahead and... I don't even think he's got any mods on him right now. Yeah, that's gonna be ugly. He'll die fast. Let's just give him random stuff. Yeah, crit avoidance isn't bad. That's offense. And let's... Ooh, look at that. I love it when I find mods that are potentially good. All right, so this is gonna be bad. Oh, okay. Well, speed only hit once, but still, 9 speed's better than 4 speed. Is better than 0 speed. So yeah, awesome. GZO, how's it going, man? Didn't know you were up in Canada. Awesome. So when you say hot, how hot is hot out there, zookeepers? Ooh, 10 speed. Man, I'm getting this guy good mods on. I didn't even know I had 4 speed. I need an offense mod. Let's see. Health. There's defense and offense. Let's hope the offense goes. Bump that up. Okay. I'll take it, I guess. And a crit chance. Let's see, what do we got here? Health. Health sucks. We got this one. What's that? Defense. Okay, health and defense. Those are my choices. 90 degrees. Ooh, Fahrenheit. Okay. Yeah, 95 Fahrenheit. That's a little roasty. That's a little roasty. Well, 6.5% off there. Crit chance. That's not bad. Okay. All right. So, Imperial Probe Droids get something. That's better than nothing. All right. Yeah, my ideal temperature is around. I'd say low 80s. Low 80s. Overcast. A little bit of a breeze. That's my perfect temperature. So hot the chickens are laying fried eggs. I like it. I like it. That's funny. Good sense of humor here. Okay, so on this one, phase 1, I like to take out Zeb first because I think he's the biggest threat to the whole squad with his ability to inflict stagger. I think stagger is a pretty crummy debuff. You'll have to excuse a little bit of lag here that I'm getting. It's probably with my computer. So let's give him offense down. And we're gonna... Okay, Chopper's taunting. Hopefully land a good crit. There we go. And come on. Let's get some expose. You know, they did a really good job with this last quality of life update, stacking negative status effects that were like, but we still have so many negative status effects on some of these characters that you just end up with a huge just mess. Like Chopper, I couldn't even tell if I had landed an expose on him earlier, so I mean, those kind of situations are kind of crummy, but you know, it is what it is. So I have had some people ask me about Phoenix and which characters I think are the best Zeta abilities for Phoenix. And I think if I were to rank all of the Zetas that Phoenix has, as far as versatility goes, and by versatility I mean usefulness outside of a strictly Phoenix squad. So whether the abilities are going... What the heck? How did that not... Oh, he's got offense down. Okay, that explains a lot. Come on, just die, Kanan. One of the best Zeta abilities on Phoenix, in my opinion, is Zeb. Because it really, really increases the damage output of his second ability, that special ability that you put the Zeta on. I've seen Zeb do crazy amounts of damage with his special ability with the Zeta. I mean, he's... Oh, dang. Thank goodness they all had offense now, or at least most of them did. Man, this is slow. Not killing anybody. Should have probably gone with Thrawn or maybe Emperor Palpatine. Yeah, I got enough Sith. I probably could have used Emperor Palpatine. Emperor Palpatine. Oh, yeah, the hoodie. So the other day, EA sent me a little care package. Jesse sent me a care package. And I did an unboxing video, but I wasn't sure how well it would be received. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the stream comments, the chat, and I might end up pushing that video public. It came with this sweet hoodie, and the other stuff is in the video. So if you guys want to see the video, let me know in the comments, and I'll make that video public. But yeah, so Zeb, I think, is the best, most. I think he's got the best utility from his Zeta. Man, guys, stop hitting on my freaking TIE Fighter pilot. My next Zeta, I would probably give to Ezra if I had. Gosh, dang, this is painful. Come on, just die. I really should have gone with Emperor Palpatine. I've got no DPS. All right, so lesson learned. Probe droid. Don't use him in freaking the special thing unless you get him like higher damage, because holy cow, they just are not dying. Emperor Palpatine usually helps make this thing so much faster. It doesn't help that I'm constantly getting negative, offense down from all this. Come on. Probe droid just does not do much damage at all. I'm hoping to use that probe droid's detonate, the self-destruct on Ahsoka Tano in the next wave. But man, this is slow. Let's go this up to 4x speed here. Hopefully this will kill Zeb. Thank you. Jeez. Let's go after... Trying to save up my there we go. Maybe I should just gone after Sabine first. Yeah. That Cullen blade, man. Okay, let's go. Come on. Kill Ezra. There we go. It just needed to kill somebody before we started. All right, come on. Beat on the probe droid just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, come on. Alright. Yeah, come on, Kanan. Just die. Yeah, alright. Okay. So, the one good side of this taking so long is that Tarkin has been building up the damage for his AoE. Ah, crap. I wasn't going to use that. I was going to save that for the very first attack of the next wave. But yeah, so Tarkin, using his basic, is just stacking up the damage for his AoE. So hopefully when I do get around to using his AoE, it's going to absolutely decimate the enemy squad. And I'm going to hopefully try and use the probe droid's target lock to basically strip buffs and then use Tarkin's AoE to whip out some serious damage. I just need to keep Kanan stunned. Maybe get some more exposes. There we go. I really like the probe droid's kit. If you guys haven't seen Arnold T101's videos with the probe droid, he has some really good videos with the probe droid. It's really cool. And in fact, I'm sure a lot of you have already seen his video with Mobile Gamer, where they tested out double Ray on defense and were trying to beat it, and it was tough. They went up against it with 2 meta squads and were having absolutely 0 success. So let's get this out. Let's strip those buffs, and then hopefully, come on, get some mad damage from Tarkin here. Let's get some debuffs out. Come on. All right, here we go. Boom. Oh, yes. I like it. That was awesome. That was awesome. Tarkin's AoE absolutely decimated that squad. I like it. Oh, gosh dang it. Stupid commander. Well, that's the officer. Officers really are really one of my biggest pet peeves because anytime one of the enemies takes a move, they gain foresight, which makes them so hard to kill. You almost have to use Imperial Probe Droid with a Zeta so that they can't gain any buffs while they're target locked. And then the other big thing is stripping off. Gosh dang it! See, they have so many cleanses and everything else. It's such a pain in the butt to kill some of these characters. I am going to try and get out a kill order video because, let's face it, we all want to know who to kill first in these kind of situations. So I am going to try and get a kill order video out for you guys. Let's see, let's do one more. Hopefully get an expose. No expose, he resisted. Nope, not going to kill him. And we'll do Culling Blade for the finish. Alright, finally killed that special mission. Absolutely no problems. It just was super slow without the damage from Emperor Palpatine. Emperor Palpatine would have made that special mission so much faster. But we now have Emperor Palpatine for our next mission. It was very convenient stacking up those basic attacks with Grand Moff Tarkin. So that's one good tactic that if you guys have. Now, one of my favorite trooper squads is a Director Krennic lead. And the reason why I like Director Krennic is because of not really the 25% crit chance or the potency, it's the benefits from not to really even the Zeta, honestly. It's the fact that debuffed enemies who are critically hit during an Empire ally's turn suffer ability block. Ability block really, really helps keep a leash on some of those enemies that love to cleanse debuffs, give everybody else health, everybody else health, and restore protection. So inflicting ability block, especially to prevent taunts and everything else, really, really comes in handy. So the added bonus from the Zeta, giving Empire allies 10% protection whenever they score a critical hit, is really kind of just there to increase the survivability of everybody on the squad. So this one, obviously, I got to use Death Trooper. If you're using Krennic, you got to use Death Trooper. And then we're going to go with Snow Trooper. Where are you, Snow Trooper? Not Phasma. Scroll, scroll, scroll. There are you. There you are. Okay. Now, I don't think my Snow Trooper has any mods. No, he does not. And we do not want to go in there without mods. So let's go out here and we are going to swap my mods from Han Solo because crit damage. And you might be wondering, why in the heck do you have a defense set on Han Solo? Well, I'll show you here in just a sec. It really boils down to the speed secondaries. And wouldn't it always happen that way, that the speed secondaries have the best, or the crappy sets have the best secondary speeds? I mean, it's stupid. But it is what it is. Alright, so yes, confirm. Alright, and we're gonna boop, back up just one more level here. Bum, 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 bum. Scroll down, scroll down. Actually, I already have my Snow Trooper on my favorites, I think. Yes, I do. Look at that. Haha! Alright. We're gonna go 30 speed. And so I like to lock mods that that I like to change between characters because it really makes them easier to find. Until they get out a better mod management system, that's kind of one of my little tricks to be able to find the mods that I like, is locking those mods that I like. Well, number one, that keeps me from selling them because, you know, when you're a clumsy fool like me sometimes when you're clicking around, I have sold mods that I did not want to sell before. So until they get a better mod management system in, that's one of my tricks, is I always lock the mods that I change between characters fairly often. So let's go back in here, set up that squad again, clear this out. Let's see, we want Krennic, we want Veers, we want Death Trooper, we want Shore Trooper, and we want Snow Trooper. Alright, so let's jump in here. This should go a heck of a lot faster with all of the DPS on this squad. So, alright, so this hopefully wipes out. Hey, look at that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, we'll get everybody crit immunity. I like to take out the rebel pilot first, and in fact this grenade will probably kill, no, won't kill everybody. Snow Trooper will though, yeah. I just need to get my Shore Trooper, or Snow Trooper buffed up just a tiny bit better. Let's go ahead and give everybody crit immunity again. We're going to hopefully kill this guy. There we go. And that will kill him. And we're going to single attack so that we don't waste the potential on that AoE. And not going to kill him. That's fine. And I do like the Krennic lead with Death Trooper. I mean, like I said, their synergy, their kit is amazing. They are easily my favorite duo in the game. Unfortunately, when they got released, they kind of got overshadowed immediately by Darth Nihilus. And I mean, you can go back and listen to my Director Krennic video, and you can hear the enthusiasm in my voice, the excitement. I was super stoked when Krennic and Death Trooper came to the game. They, like I said, had this massive potential for synergy and everything else, and I'm really happy to see Empire getting just a tiny bit more love in the game, because let's face it, we all want to see Empire kick some serious butt in this game. So the fact that Krennic and Death Trooper are a little bit more, I guess they're just better now, which really, oh no, he had foresight. Oh, such a waste of Death Mark. Ah, man. Ah, Mist, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? But at any rate, yeah, these troopers, man, they just mopped that whole mission up. Like, I think I only got hit a couple of times, so yeah, Imperial troopers kicking some serious tail. Alright, let's jump into the top territory. And I gotta say thank you to my guildies, because I told them I was going to be live streaming today, and they were gracious enough to hold off on doing all their combat missions so that I could do my combat missions and none of these territories would be locked out. Because let's face it, Phase 1, super easy to 3-star. Well, I won't say super easy. I'll say pretty easy for guilds like mine that have really good GP. I mean, we're almost at 130,000 GP. So being able to 3-star these territories as easy as we can, I gotta say thanks to my guild for not completely wasting all of my opportunities to do some battles here. So we're going to jump into this one with, I think I'm going to do Sith first. So I have been kind of trying to figure out which Sith squad is better. I like to use Darth Maul because of the evasion and the turn meter gain and the crit hit immunity when you're stealth, because that obviously translates to survivability. However, I do like Emperor Palpatine, or Darth Sidious, for his lead, because not just the crit chance, but the crit damage, and then also the Sith allies gaining 2% offense until the end of a battle. Unfortunately, in my testing, I've seen that 2% offense until the end of the battle disappears between waves. So I'm not sure if that's a bug or not, but it's not as good as I thought it would be. On the flip side, you've got Darth Nihilus, which translates every single attack into a heal. And so I'm going to give Darth Nihilus a shot on this one with my Sith. And I think everybody has mods. Let me double check my Sidious. Yes, he does. And I do have Sidious Unique Zeted. He was one of my first 3 Zetas, I think. I want to say my very first was Darth Vader, back when Vader was pretty much one of the best Zetas in the game. And then I think I did Sidious because I liked to run Sidious with Vader. And so you give him a Zeta, and that increases his health like by 75%. It's ridiculous. Let me double check my Count Dooku. He's got mods. All right, cool. Everybody's got mods. Everybody's ready to rock. Let's go in. Let's kill this stuff. Hey, Vito, welcome to the stream. Glad you enjoy the videos. And hey, if you guys ever have any suggestions, let me know. I don't, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of time for editing videos, but it's always nice to get suggestions and do stuff that makes you guys interested in what I'm putting out. So, yeah. Let's see. Sith are obviously doing just fine. I love that Sidious gets all that turn meter back from enemies dying. That is a huge help in this. So let's see. Let's go ahead and take out this rebel pilot. And Sidious, man, or Emperor Palpatine is easily one of the best characters for Imperial Retaliation, because his ability to just do so much damage to rebels is really awesome. He is one character that I am just itching for a buff. Like, they really need to buff up Emperor Palpatine. I mean, he is supposedly the strongest Sith in the galaxy. We obviously know that Snoke, according to Pablo Hidalgo, I hope I got his name right, is not actually a Sith. So, you know, you could say, well, Sith is stronger than Palpatine. That may be true. But we don't know for sure. In fact, we have probably not seen Snoke's full power in anything, really. So, gosh, dang it, that cleanse! Urgh! Gosh, I hate the cleanse. Okay. Alright. Time to start laying down the hurt. Hopefully get some good stuns out of this. Yeah, look at that stun. Haha, I like it. Yeah, Palp definitely needs a freaking Zeta. Okay. Do I want to kill this guy? I like to use that Annihilate on the stinking commander because he gains all that foresight, but he is stunned right now. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's do it. Hoth Rebel Soldier, you gonna die. You gonna die. Come on. I got that other stinking taunt. Come on. Give me some good damage. Give me some good damage. Nope. That's not... Ooh, look at that. Yeah. All right. That was a happy accident there. Oh, happy trees. Okay, so this is working out pretty well. I think, you know, I've got a Zeta. I'm sitting on a Zeta, and I'm wondering if I might go ahead and give that Zeta to Darth Nihilus' lead, because the health regeneration, bumping that up by I think like 70% might actually be a good, it might actually be a good Zeta, since I mean, obviously I invested pretty heavily into my Sith. Let's see here. Oh, of course. Let's do a long press. Okay, so if I do the Zeta, extra 50% health steal. So that boosts it up to friggin' heck. Okay, that might actually be worth it. Because the name of the game is really survivability. Oop, wasn't trying to do that. Let's jump back in there, do that last combat mission. Come on. Alright, so who are we gonna use this time? So this is where it gets down to the scraping the bottom of the barrel here. I have been working on my Nightsisters. Like, I got my Talzin up to gear 11, even though I'll probably not get her to 7 stars until like, oh, so don't do it. Okay, all right. Zookeepers is telling me don't do it. Yeah. I did give Veers the Zeta on his unique, his unique, and it's awesome. If you guys saw earlier, if you were here with the stream earlier, the Imperial Troopers is awesome. Thinking of all-around Zeta, not just for dark side TV. So yeah, I know. But that's kind of where I'm at now, is where I'm just giving Zetas for territory battles now, because I'm not gonna get Rey. The Jedi training Rey, I'm still 185 shards short on my Chewbacca. I stopped panic farming a few days ago because I just really honestly I just gave up, because I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to make it. I don't have the crystals to get it, because I would have to buy so many shards from the shipments that it's just not worth it to me. So I'm going to actually, on this one, I'm gonna whip out my Nightsisters. Let's run them through the gamut. We're not in any danger of failing to 3-star this territory, so let's have some fun. Let's whip out the Nightsisters. We're gonna go with the zombie acolyte build here, because let's face it, the acolyte is awesome. Let's just make sure she's got no mods. Okay, so that means, gosh, dang it. Okay, that means I gotta jump back out of here. Get down to Snow Trooper. Where are you, Snow Trooper? Okay. And if you guys didn't know, you can flip through these the characters over there on that side screen to get to those characters more easily, rather than going all the way back out to your Cantina screen and going through your character select screen to move mods around. Like I said, mod management is one of the things that I hope that the developers are working on for the next quality of life update, because let's face it, everybody wants a different mod management system. That is definitely one of the biggest things that a lot of people are looking for. So all right, Acolyte, we're gonna jump in, give the Acolyte some love with some mods. Using my Han Solo mods. I gotta remember to put them back on him after this. I'm probably dropping in Arena as I speak, but quite frankly, I don't care about Arena anymore. And there we go. Alright, so Acolyte's got some mods, gonna boost her damage, gonna boost her speed, hopefully start killing people. Alright, there's my Mother Talzin. Let's scroll down to the zombie who's... Okay, so funny thing about the zombie. If you notice, the zombie's power is literally 6,063. Why 6,063, you might ask? Well, that's so that she can get into Territory Wars. That's right, 6,000 power is the limit for Territory Wars, so I literally took the zombie. Yeah, only level 79, because that's as high as I needed to take her at 2 stars, gear 7, I think? Might be 7? Nope, 8. That's literally all I needed to do just to get her into Territory Wars, because, you know, as weak as you want her, or as weak as you can get her, while still being eligible for Territory Wars. That was my goal for my zombie. So, yeah. Zeta Asajj, yeah, so I've been thinking about that as well. I would do Mother Talzin, except Mother Talzin would not be eligible for any of my territory battle phases past phase 3, I think. I think phase 4 is where it requires 5-star characters. So my Mother Talzin basically wouldn't be... I wouldn't be able to use my Mother Talzin past stage or phase 3. So I have heard that Asajj Ventress lead is actually good. But yeah, I don't think that Palpatine's gonna get a Zeta before what am I trying to say? Before you know, I have another couple Zetas ready. So I don't think that I'm going to give Mother Talzin a Zeta just by that, and then I don't think Palpatine's gonna get a Zeta anytime soon. Yeah. I know, streaming Territory Wars. I will stream Territory Wars for 5 minutes. I will do my one attack, and I will be done, because I hate Territory Wars. I'm not a PvP fan to begin with, and so when Territory Wars is nothing but pure PvP, makes me want to throw my phone. Alright, so the other thing about a Mother Talzin lead in Territory War or Territory battles is that there's so much healing that goes around with these guys that they tend to cleanse plague so fast. 22 offensive banners? Yeah, I don't think that was me. I think you're thinking of my 22 defensive banners. Oh, man. Yeah, if I had it my way, I would literally set my entire roster on defense and then just log in 2 days later to collect my rewards. I hate territory wars. Okay. Oh, I should have done that with the freaking this guy, rebel officer, my least favorite mofo. All right, come on, let's do some damage. And we're gonna call everybody to attack this dude. And we're going to strip everything. And we're gonna use special attack. Hopefully stun this officer here. You guys are cracking me up. Crushing territory wars like a boss. We're not going to use Asajj's unique, her special rather. You know, that's the other thing. So, the big deal with Asajj, her unique, was really quite disappointing. It, in my opinion, should persist through all four waves. She should be getting the stacking buffs all the way through. Basically, the 10% offense, 10% crit chance until the end of the encounter. In my opinion, an encounter is this. All four of these waves. This is one encounter in my interpretation. Now, I understand that especially when you're talking about with Emperor or Darth Sidious and his leader ability, it says the end of the battle. So I think that some verbiage needs to be cleaned up to make things a little less confusing, because as you can see, Asajj really should not be having that much trouble landing crits. I mean, I understand this dude's got defense up and all that crazy nonsense, and he's an elite, and he sucks, but still, let's see. Let's strip some buffs here, hopefully get some more damage out. Come on, let's big crits. This guy, man, come on, just die. That's gonna just stack another plague. Yeah, so that's the thing. She hits really, really, really hard in the tank raid, but that's because it's only one engagement. I would be willing to bet that if you could clear the end of like phase 2 maybe and get into phase 3, see, this is annoying, that foresight, man, it's gonna piss me off. If you could get her to cross over from phase 2 to phase 3, you would probably see her basic reset. Her unique would probably reset when you went into phase 3 from phase 2 or phase 4 from phase 3, whatever it may be. So I really, Asajj is great for the raids, don't get me wrong, but the rework on the whole was so underwhelming to me. And as a player who's been asking for an Asajj rework for over a year and a half now, it was really disappointing to see how underwhelming, I guess, her rework was from a PvP standpoint. Obviously, for raids, she's really, really good, but I wanted her to be good all over. I wanted her to be good throughout the entire game. I wanted her to be good in arenas. I wanted her to be good in territory wars. I wanted her to be good in territory battles. I wanted her to be good all over, and it turns out she's only good in the tank raids. So it is a bit unfortunate, but like I said, it is what it is. So there's all four of my combat missions, or sorry, not 4 combat missions, the 3 combat missions, the special mission. I am pretty impressed. The balance is pretty good, and I don't want to say all is great and peachy, but we have yet to see Phase 5 and 6, Phase 4, Phase 5, Phase 6. So we will find out just how good the rework, the rebalance of territory battles actually is once we get a little bit deeper. I might actually try and stream the next 5 phases if I can. Unfortunately, this is a work week, plus it's coming up on Christmas weekend. So if I'm not able to stream these territory battles, then, you know, that will be what it is, I guess. I will do my best to try and stream those, though. But yeah, definitely don't take that as any kind of precedent for future stream quantity. Um, I will probably not try and stream every day. Obviously, might draw some serious wife aggro in that department. But yeah, appreciate everybody who swung by the live stream. Um, Oh, Bimasu, you guys crack me up. Hi, Mom. I'm on a live stream. Yeah, all 19 people. But yeah, appreciate you guys swinging by the live stream. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Check me out on Twitter. Definitely join up on that. Unfortunately, my live stream chat stream did not really didn't pop up here, so I don't know what's going on with my my chat going on, but it is not populating on my stream. So I will have to do a little bit of tweaking. Like I said, this is the first time I've really tried streaming on my laptop with a little bit more of a technical setup. Rather than just streaming on my phone using the YouTube gaming app, which, quite honestly, I have never had any success with it at any extent. Um, so I think that I will call this a partial success in the live stream department. If you guys want to stick around and watch me clear out this galactic war, I'll probably just talk generalities in the game. If you guys have any questions, definitely throw them in chat. And I am more than happy to answer any questions. However, if you have any questions regarding The Last Jedi, I probably will not be giving any serious discussion in that regard because spoilers suck, and nobody likes a person who spoils an awesome movie like The Last Jedi. I will tell you that I walked out of the theater a little underwhelmed, being honest. I do need to go see it a second time because I don't want to make a snap judgment based off of my first impressions, because I did that with The Force Awakens, and I can honestly say that every time I watch The Force Awakens, it gets a little bit better. I do have my own concerns, but you know, it is what it is. I do want to go see it again because, let's face it, the cinematics were amazing. The special effects were amazing, but for a movie that had a north of $220 million budget, you had to expect that it was going to be amazing. So if you haven't seen it, I do definitely recommend that you go see it. Don't let my initial disappointment sway you from going and seeing an incredible Star Wars film, because let's face it, whether you liked it, whether you hated it, we all love Star Wars regardless of what the movies are doing. So, I mean, that's why we're all here. We all love Star Wars. Have I seen the Akbar lead Thrawn BB-8 Asajj CLS team? I have not. Let's see, BB-8 with, I guess BB-8 is only there to boost potency. Akbar is there to boost CLS's speed and his speed, I guess. It seems like a very odd kind of set up for an arena squad. Huh. Ahsoka Fulcrum. I love Ahsoka. She is one of my favorite characters in the game. I know that she doesn't get a whole lot of love in a lot of arena squads, but when she, in fact, let me see if I can throw this off of auto. Let me see if I can boost Han Solo, get a buff out, and of course, Ahsoka doesn't have her special ability on call yet. Let's see. Don't want Han Solo. I want to get Ahsoka Tano to buff herself with the crit damage buff because she can whip out some serious damage. CLS goes every time BB-8 pops secret intel. How does he go every time BB-8 pops the secret intel? That's what I want to know. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna give Ahsoka. Alright, so her basic should do about 20 something thousand. No, there's 19,000. But then again, that was against a Tarkin with potency up, which increased his defense. So let's see. This should do some. This should probably melt HK4. Yep, melted HK47. All right, so Ahsoka, we're going to kill Boba Fett. Of course, it didn't crit. Yeah, so I love Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum because she can do some serious damage when she is all buffed up. Obviously, under manual control, I feel like she's better than under AI control because as soon as she gets buffs, she tries to use Whirlwind instead of making use of those buffs under for a turn or two. She's really, really, really good. Actually, in arenas, I've experimented with a Commander Luke Skywalker lead with R2, Leia, Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, and General Kenobi, and that squad does extremely well because Ahsoka Tano is able to. You basically have to make R2 faster than Leia, and then Leia faster than Ahsoka, so that you get R2's stealth off, and then Leia uses her stealth, gains the additional bonus buffs, and then Ahsoka Tano will use her meditate and collect all of those buffs that Leia has just given herself, and basically she just does stupid high damage. Like, I have seen my Ahsoka Tano whip out like a 34,000 damage basic attack with the right buffs. She has incredible potential. She was actually my first Gear 12 character because I just have fun with fun characters like her. I think her kit is more of a crowd pleaser than a meta breaking kit. She's also one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe. When it comes to characters outside of Galaxy of Heroes, just Star Wars characters as a whole, my favorite characters are by far Han Solo and Ahsoka Tano. I loved Ahsoka Tano in the Clone Wars TV show. She was she was so awesome. And then in Rebels season 2, when she came back, pretty much every episode with Ahsoka was my favorite episode of Rebels. So she's just a really cool character. I love her character arc. If you haven't seen the Clone Wars, definitely go watch it. I think it's still on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, go freaking find it somewhere and watch it because the Clone Wars TV show is so awesome. Goes every time because of Akbar. That's right. Every time a special goes, a rebel goes. That's right. Okay, so I see that Akbar lead. You have only one rebel in the squad, and so when somebody uses a special ability, that calls a rebel to assist. I see it. Okay. No, that actually I like. I think I like that. I might have to give that a shot on my test account. So that's one of the other things I want to try and do with my live streams. I think I am going to try and use my test account on my live streams to test out squads that you guys want me to test out. Now, obviously, I'm going to be going up against some incredibly hard squads in the arena, because let's face it, I'm going up against the other game changers, and if you've seen mobile and Unreal Team 101's teams, you know that they're stacking some serious mods and some seriously strong characters and some seriously strong squads. So that is going to be one of my other goals with my live streams. I want to try and interact with you guys a lot more, especially with my Discord audience. So if you guys are on my Discord server, I will probably talk to you guys a little bit more on Discord about what squads do you guys want to do that you want me to test out. I obviously have the ability to maybe test out some characters in against those harder dark side battles or cantina battles. I mean, Galactic War is really not that hard anymore. So yeah, but it's not arena. It's for doing 35 million on the tank. Okay, okay, all right. I might have to test that out. Huh. Love to see that in arena too. Yeah, Farm Boy Luke, man. That dude is a freaking nut of. He's a nut. He's a nut. He's still only gear 9, I think, on my account, because that's all I needed to get the R2. Or not R2, but CLS. Can I post my Discord link? Yes, absolutely. I will post my Discord link in the description of the live stream. And actually, let me go ahead and get you guys a link to that right now. Alright, use the copy button. Alright, so this link will only be good for a little bit. Can you convince the devs to make Mother Talzin a little bit easier to farm? I would love for Mother Talzin to be a little bit easier to farm, but let's talk about cadence. So, so the meta here, or Mother Talzin. Let's see, when did Mother Talzin come out? She came out in mid-October, because I remember the Nightsisters were a end of October event, not a Halloween event. Let's see, so Talzin came out middle of October, so November, December, we're only about 8 weeks in, 8 weeks since Talzin was introduced, so we will probably not see Mother Talzin become farmable, which I think her shards were only obtained through the mini heroic battle, whatever. The similar thing to Wicket. To get Wicket shards, you have to do this stupid Ewok event, which I hate Ewoks. I don't know why, but they just are so annoying. So if that's the only way that you're gonna get Mother Talzin shards, then that's gonna suck. But I would really, 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 really like to see Mother Talzin become farmable, because she is so awesome. She's great for raids. She's great for territory battles. She's great for territory wars. Yeah, she's great against Rey. So, I mean, she's able to break the meta. I mean, she's great against Commander Luke Skywalker. Nightsisters are just all around good with Mother Talzin. So, not having a 7-star Mother Talzin isn't a game breaker, it's not a deal breaker, but it significantly reduces her usefulness, because you can't use her in heroic raids unless she's 7 stars. You can't use her past X phase, where X equals the star value that you have to have Talzin at. So she's just not as useful without her being 7 stars. You can use Nightsisters in the territory battles with the Nasaj lead, because it's essentially a Vader light. Zeta on her leader ability, but I would just really like to see Mother Talzin come farmable and actually be put somewhere where it's obtainable and won't take freaking 4 months to get to 5 stars and then another 6 months to get to 6 stars. You know, like General Grievous. Let's use General Grievous as an example. His shards pop up so rarely in the fleet store that it takes. I mean, it took me almost a year of farming his shards from the fleet store, and then I ended up just buying the last pack from the shard shop because I was like 10 shards short or 8 shards short or something like that. So I ended up just getting his last few shards from the shard store because he just wasn't showing up. I mean, I think I was getting 1 pack a week on average of General Grievous. Now I understand that if Mother Talzin becomes farmable, her shards will probably not be that rare. But I've even been looking for Zam Wessel in the fleet store, and her shards just aren't popping up that often. So, the harder farm in the game should be, yeah. Shore Trooper was stupid hard. That took a very long time, and I will admit, I paid the $20 for the 80 shards when they dropped those Imperial Trooper packs several months back. I had to just go ahead and give in. Now, I was able to avoid the temptation to buy the Krennic pack because I was only like 40 shards short, and when they added the Imperial Retaliation to the game, they also added a lot of difficult to farm play characters to the the guild event store. So I was able to pick up a bunch of shards for Krennic there. I was able to get some of his shards from, I want to say they might have added Krennic to the guild store too, but I don't remember. I think it was just the guild event store. I think that was the only place I got his shards. So, yeah, and that's yeah, Zam is a beast for Darkside territory battles. I learned that very quickly, that Zam is one of the better bounty hunters for Darkside territory battles. They need to keep all available slots open for guild and ship stores. No need to wait 6 hours for Colonel Stark. Yeah, Colonel Stark, farming Colonel Stark takes a very long time. I did not buy his pack. I haven't spent any money in the game in a little while. It's been a while since I paid for anything in the game. Let's see here. Let's go back. Let's check out my Stark. So my Colonel Stark is down here. I have only picked up 80, so I guess that, boy, what's 80? Gosh, I'm terrible at math today. I'm so tired. Any rate, so 40, no, I don't even know. I'm tired right now. 20, no? I don't, jeez. I'm so bad at math today. It's late. It's been a long day. But at any rate, so I've only gotten 3 packs past 4 stars. So this is gonna be a while before I'm able to compete in that special mission in territory battles. But it is what it is. Like I said, the devs are buying time, so we don't have a load. Yeah, maybe. But I mean, I can go into my stores and let's see. Let's check this out here. Come on. So I have, I haven't been refreshing my Cantina battles. I don't have a lot of currency there. I've got 14,000 guild. I mean, I could be buying gear too. In fact, I probably should be buying gear since I'm only really buying Papalu, Zam, Logray, and Colonel Stark. I mean, those are the only characters I'm buying shards for right now. I guess I could probably be buying B2 Super Battle Droid shards too, but it's not like B2 Super Battle Droid is spectacular in territory battles or anything. So really, I guess what I should be doing is buying gear because I need it. But I mean, and then arena, like, I've got everybody 7 stars. What do I use my currency on? There's nothing to use my currency on in here. So I mean, I usually buy credits, but even right now, I'm not like hurting for credits. So, and then let's face it, these prestige tokens, after a certain point, you just get so many that you don't even need. Yeah, I know. Join Miss Live for Stark Pack openings. Yeah, right. Maybe on my test account, I'll do some pack openings where I have like millions of crystals. And let's see. Do I got a speed? No speed secondary. Slave 1, already 7 stars. And here I pretty much just save my my fleet tokens to buy Zetas, because Zetas are life. And if you guys are curious, I am farming Wampa. Yep, Wampa, because Wampa is incredible, and I will be using Wampa in Darkside territory battles because, let's just face it, he's a beast. He's a freaking beast. Um, yeah, if you were debating on whether you need to farm Wampa or Hermit Yoda, Wampa, Wampa all the way, 100% Wampa, go Wampa. Yeah, I see somebody turning that into a freaking meme or a song or I don't even know. But yeah, so let's see here. Do I have shard store? Nope, I don't have a shard. Oh, I do. I have shards. Look at that. All right, so oh, shard store. You know, I think the change to shard store was incredible. Putting all this gear in the shard store, good move. Very good move. And if anybody's curious how far I did get into the Jedi Ray heroic journey, that's how far. Tier 1. I will be creating a guide for this, though. I do need to get that done. So maybe instead of streaming the next 3 phases of territory battles, because it's probably going to be a snooze fest, I will probably work on getting a guide for the Jedi Training Ray heroic journey, using my test account, because I have all those characters unlocked on my test account. I have every character at 7 stars on my test account. So I will be using that account to get you guys a guide for the Jedi Training Ray heroic journey. Do I think Hermit will be needed for Luke's next journey? Probably, but quite frankly, if he's required, so be it. I will probably just not get heroic Luke or do the next phase of his heroic journey. Um, So, I mean, if he is required for Luke's next heroic journey, then, you know, that'll just have to be crappy, I guess. And I just won't get the next thing done. I mean, I'll probably farm Hermit Yoda after I farm Wampa, but I'm gonna get Wampa to 7 stars. He's just too good not to take him to 7 stars. So, um, yeah, that's gonna happen. Let's see. Who am I gearing up? My Snow Trooper. I want to get him up to gear 11. But these friggin' Chedak comlinks are a pain in the rear end, man. Let's see. Actually, I like to do this hard mode. This hard mode is really, really good. The gear that it drops, obviously don't need that, but it does drop a stun cuff and the comlink plus shard store currency. So I like hitting this hard node because it's got some decent goodies. Of course, didn't get any of the stuff I needed, but yeah, it is what it is. Actually, you know, Cam, I might actually just do my own Last Jedi reaction video, kind of the same way Cubs fan Han did. I might just do a reaction video. Obviously, give it the spoilers warning so that nobody jumps in thinking, "Oh, this is going to be a fun video," and then gets pissed off at me for giving spoilers away. But I think I will actually do a reaction video. That will actually, I think that's a good idea. So I'm gonna do that. Plus, a reaction video is really easy. I just throw on some gameplay footage and then just talk because that's easy. So I might do that. Zookeepers, how many Zetas do I have? So I have 1 Zeta on Commander Luke Skywalker. I did not do either his leader or learn control. I did It Binds All Things because this was, in my opinion, the most versatile of his Zeta abilities. It gives everybody turn meter, and it doesn't need to be a lead. I was actually thinking of adding that node to my schedule, but figuring out I have an extra. Oh, yes. Yeah, I like that node. Basically, hard nodes that are that have a lot of good gear are always good to hit. I know that Grand Patreon is a huge fan of hard node farming, and personally, I think hard node farming is always good, especially for new players, because it just hard nodes always have good stuff on them. And if you're looking for gear and it's on a hard node and it has shards for a character that you're farming, even better. So R2, I do not have combat analysis Zetaed. I do have no Zetas on Thrawn. Oh, wait, nope, I did Zeta his leader. I forgot. I did that last territory battle. Fulcrum obviously has a Zeta on Whirlwind because I hate Foresight. Kylo Ren has a Zeta because, let's face it, Zeta Kylo was one of the best characters in the game for a while. Nihilus does have a unique Zeta because he was part of my Threxus squad. Han Solo, of course I put a Zeta on Han because Han shoots first, man. He's just great that way. Darth Sidious is Zetaed. Finn, obviously, is Zetaed. Best PvE Zeta in the game, still. Darth Vader has a Zeta, because, I mean, Vader was one of the first characters. Darth Maul, now this is a Zeta that if I could take it back, I probably would, because I didn't have Sith Assassin geared up when I gave him the Zeta, and that was my fatal mistake. I should have done a little bit more research, found that you have to really have Assassin for Darth Maul to be good. Qui-Gon Jinn, also a Zeta that I would take back. I Zetaed him for light side territory battles, and it turns out I really didn't need it. Because Jedi suck in light side territory battles. Let's just face it. General Kenobi has no Zetas. Boba Fett, not Zetaed. Jyn Erso has a Zeta because she's Jyn Erso, and to do the Rogue One battle on territory battles, or the combat mission with Rogue One, having her Zeta basically makes it fairly simple to do the 6 out of 6 on that. I have General Veers unique Zetaed. I have Director Krennic lead Zetaed, and I think that is all of my Zetas on my account. I have, obviously you guys have seen, I have 31 Zeta mats, so I have a Zeta to give. I just have no idea who to give it to. So if you guys have some input on that, aside from Chewie, I will probably consider that. Yeah. So anyway, guys, it's been an hour, 10 minutes, a little bit longer than I expected. Good times, though. Not a lot of people watching, but then again, first live stream. Not a lot of subs, plus an awkward time. And for any of my East Coast buddies, East Coast viewers, you guys are probably sleeping. So if you guys are watching this after the fact, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, guys, feel free to subscribe. Definitely appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. And definitely give me some feedback, guys. With that, I think I am going to go ahead and end the stream. Thanks again for showing up, guys. Thanks again for interacting with me. Always fun. Hopefully we get some more interaction, more viewers next time. But this was pretty short notice. And as always, catch you next time.